Have you ever felt so overwhelmed that you just wanted to give up? It's a sensation that's all too familiar, isn't it? That sinking feeling of discouragement that creeps in, casting long shadows over our hearts and minds. It can be so intense, so all-consuming, that it makes us feel trapped in a vortex of hopelessness where every exit seems to be blocked. We've all been there, haven't we? Struggling against the tide, feeling like we're sinking instead of swimming. And you know what? That's okay. It's a part of the human experience. We all face discouragement in various forms across different stages of our lives. It's a universal feeling that ties us all together in a shared experience of struggle. But here's the twist. What if I told you there's a way to find encouragement in the face of discouragement? A beacon of hope that can guide you out of that vortex and into the light. Yes, it's possible. Let's venture on this journey together. Consider the story of David, a young shepherd who became a king. David's journey wasn't one of instant glory. No, it was a tapestry woven with threads of trials, tribulations, and triumphs. In the humbling pasture fields, David was overlooked by his father, deemed insignificant compared to his older brothers. Yet, this was where he cultivated a resilient spirit, tending to his flock, protecting them from predatory beasts. His life in the fields, seemingly mundane, prepared him for the extraordinary. And extraordinary it was when David, the overlooked shepherd, stood before Goliath, the towering giant. It was a scene of stark contrasts, youth against experience, a shepherd against a warrior, a sling against a sword. But David was not dismayed. He stood his ground, his faith unwavering. He was not armed with physical strength, but with an indomitable belief in the God he served. And with one smooth stone, he toppled the giant that had defied the armies of Israel, proving that faith can indeed move mountains, or in this case, giants. But David's trials didn't end there. He found himself pursued by King Saul, a relentless adversary fueled by jealousy. David, the once revered hero, was now a fugitive. But even in the midst of fear, he held on to his faith. He sought refuge in God, pouring his heart out in psalms that resonate with us even today. David knew that his strength came from the Lord, his rock and his fortress. David's story is one of unwavering faith and courage in the face of adversity. It's a story that serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that we too can overcome our giants, that we too can find strength in our faith, and that we too are seen, even when we feel overlooked. In the face of adversity, David found his courage and strength in his faith. You might be wondering, how does David's story apply to me? Well, it's all about drawing parallels and making connections. David's story is a classic example of overcoming discouragement through faith. He was just a young shepherd, tasked with fighting a giant warrior. The odds seemed impossible, but David didn't let the discouragement creep in. Instead, he leaned on his faith, demonstrating the power it holds in providing hope, strength, and courage during the toughest of times. Now let's put this in the context of our own lives. We all face our own giants, don't we? It could be a challenging job, a difficult relationship, a daunting project, or even a personal struggle that seems insurmountable. These are our Goliaths. And just like David, we can find the strength to face them head-on, not in our physical might but through our faith. Faith, in its essence, is the belief in something greater than ourselves. It's about trusting that there's a bigger plan at play. And even when things seem bleak, there's always a ray of hope. When we're feeling discouraged, faith can be our guiding light, showing us the way forward and providing the strength to keep going. But how do we cultivate this faith? It starts with small acts of trust. It's about taking that first step, even when the path ahead isn't clear. It's about choosing to believe, even when doubt tries to creep in. And it's about holding on to hope, even when circumstances try to snatch it away. So the next time you're feeling discouraged, remember David. Remember his faith and his courage. Remember how he faced his giant, not with fear, but with unwavering belief. You too can do the same. You too can face your giants, whatever they may be. You too can overcome discouragement. And remember, it's not about the size of the giant, but the strength of your faith. Remember, like David, you too can face your giants and overcome discouragement. Now think about someone you know who might need a little encouragement. It's easy to forget that we all have moments of doubt and struggle. Just like David in the Bible, we too face our own Goliaths, our own mountains, our own storms. But remember, he found strength in his faith. And in the same way, we can find encouragement in times of discouragement. So why not pass on this torch of hope and motivation? Share this video with someone who might be feeling down, someone who's battling their own Goliaths. Remind them that they are not alone, that there's strength in faith, peace in surrender, and immense power in hope. Let's start a chain of encouragement, a domino effect of positivity. A single spark can start a wildfire of hope. Let's be that spark for someone today. Share this message of hope and encouragement. You never know who might need to hear it.